Now, Kamala Harris was on an interview a little while ago where she said that what surprised her most about the first days of this new Donald Trump presidency was how quickly the quote-unquote captains of industry rolled over and showed their bellies to the new administration. Now, I see this as either she's really not intelligent, which could be argued, or that that's a calculated lie, especially given the background of her parents and their intellectual pedigree and what she already knows. Because the truth is that there is actually a well-documented historic connection between the finance community, the technology community, military-industrial sector, and fascists. J.P. Morgan famously financed Mussolini back in the 1930s. And if you didn't already know, Prescott Bush, yes, the grandfather of that George W. Bush, financed Hitler well through the war, along with other notable financiers. This is because they saw these leaders, quote unquote, as factor of stability in the region and a bulwark against communism and or socialism, which essentially is just the democratization of the economy and not just the politics. This is because as long as you have an economy where there are little teeny tiny tin pot dictator authoritarians in charge of every working space and corporation, you can't actually really have a functioning political democracy. You can have the veneer of it. That's why I say that Kamala is lying through her teeth in this case. This is why we should be very wary of what Donald Trump does and resist it at all costs, but we should also not fool ourselves that he is the unique problem, but more like a symptom of the disease. The disease being unbridled capitalism and the problem of the confidence man. Which essentially the confidence man, aka con man, is as old as America. And there was a big problem as soon as the states got voted in and as soon as we had democracy, we also had charlatans roaming the country, swindling people out of their money and starting industries. That's not to say all industries are bad and all economic activity is bad. It's just that as soon as you stopped having an absolute authority over what people could say, with freedom of speech goes freedom to swindle. And so this is especially important in this moment and also going forward, because as bad as Trump is, he could be replaced by something even worse, especially now as these captains of industry like Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, and so on have their transhumanist agenda that they're trying to push. Okay, have a nice day.